Hello everyone, you are watching the Bharat and I am Divya presenting today's news bulletin. Let's start with some important headline first. Dedication ceremony of world's tallest Shiva statue Vishwas Swarupam from today. Such are the features. Biden to address UN Climate Change Summit. Modi to attend G20 Summit. Women's group earned 48 lakh from local product, 44 lakh businesses from Prasad. India versus South Africa match will be tomorrow. Now news in details. His inauguration ceremony is going to start today, example on Saturday. The height of the Shiva statue built at the Nathwada in Rasamaj district in Rajasthan is 369 feet, which has been named Vishwas Swarupam. It took 10 years to make the statue. He has been ranked among the top 5 tallest statues in the world. It has been prepared by the Sant Kripa Sanatan Sanstha. The launch ceremony will start from October 29 and will continue till November 6 and will begin with Murari Bapu's Ram Katha. This statue built on the Ganesh Tekri of the Nathwara is built on a hill of 51 bighas. India's Ministry of Defense and Army is the first in the world in terms of providing job or employment. America and China are also behind in this matter. This claim has been made by the Germany-based Statistia Infographic. It is a private organization which prepare and release various statistics around the world. A report by the Statistia states that the Defense Ministry of India is the largest employer organization in the world with the employment of 29.2 lakh people. It includes the job of all the departments of the three army. The US Department of Defense rank after the Indian Defense Minister in terms of job placement. 29.1 lakh people have been given job in organizations affiliated within the Pentagon. A major accident took place in the Aurangabad, Bihar on Saturday, October 29. It is being told that during Chhath Puja, a gas cylinder exploded due to the fire in a house. About 35 people are reported to have been injured in this accident. The condition of many of these people is said to be very serious. It is being told that the accident happened late night in the Shahpur area of Aurangabad. A sudden fire broke out in the house due to which the gas cylinder exploded. Actually, due to the Chhath, many people were present in the house who got caught in this accident. Now international news. US President Joe Biden will participate in the United Nations Climate Conference on Global Climate Change to be held in Egypt. The information has been given in a statement issued by the White House. The United Nations Climate Change Conference COP27 is going to be held in Egypt from November 6 to 18 next month. In addition, the US President will travel to Cambodia from November 12 to 13 to attend the US ASEAN Summit and the East Asia Summit, after which he traveled to Bali, Indonesia from November 13 to 16 for the G20 Leaders Summit. It will also highlight the US commitment to this premier forum for economic cooperation with countries that represent more than 80% of the world's GDP. South Korea said on Friday that North Korea has fired a ballistic missile today its eastern waters. South Korea's Joint Chief of Staff said in a statement that the missile flew toward North Korea's eastern water but did not provide further detail about how far the missile went. North Korea has tested a number of missiles and weapons in recent weeks. The latest test took place on the last day of the South Korea's 12-day annual military exercise Hoguk. US troops have also participated in this exercise this year, the number of which has not been given. North Korea sees such regular military exercises of South Korea and America as preparations for an attack on itself. We'll be back after a short break.
ITM हमारा, इसमें बहती ज्ञान की गंगा है, इसमें रहती प्रेम की यमुना है, सिद्धांतों का उच्च हिमालय है, भक्ति सिखाता एक तिरंगा है, गुरुकुल जैसा प्यारा ये ITM हमारा, सच्चे सपनों सा प्यारा ये ITM हमारा, ITM हमारा, ये इंस्टीट्यूट हमारा, सच्चे सपनों सा प्यारा ये ITM हमारा, ITM हमारा, ये इंस्टीट्यूट हमारा, सच्चे सपनों सा प्यारा ये ITM हमारा.
Welcome back to the Bharat. Moving ahead in the news, let's talk about some major news of Uttarakhand. In the Yatra, about 20 women sold prasad worth about 43 lakh to the pilgrims at various helipad and temple premises. Cholai laddus, herbal incense, churma, belpatri honey, jute and silk bag were prepared by the women's self-help groups. The pot for Ganga water and the ashes of the temple have also been part of the Prasad package. National Rural Livelihood Mission Block Coordinator Satish Saklani said that the Devidhar Unnati cluster earned about Rs 42 lakh by selling Prasad through online and offline means during the journey. President of Kedarnath Prasad Producer Federation Lakshman Singh Sajwan told that he has prepared and sold about 50 quintals of Cholai's laddu and churma in Kedarnath, in which 60 women have been given employment. Now there is no need to run to Delhi for treatment for serious problem related to blood vessels. Endovascular aortic reconstruction technique has started treatment facility in AIIMS. In AIIMS, this facility will be available in half the cost compared to the big hospitals. The team of specialist doctor of the hospital has successfully treated an 82-year-old patient suffering from the problem of blood circulation in the blood vessels. The head of the radiology department of AIIMS, Brigadier Proof Sudhir Saxena, said that the facility of treatment with the latest technology like endovascular aortic reconstruction has also started getting patients in the institute. Gujarat Assembly elections can also be announced soon after Himachal elections. According to sources, the Election Commission may announce the Gujarat election on November. According to the media report, this election can be held in two phases. Voting can be held in the first week of December. According to the information revealed so far, the first phase of the polling can be held on December 1 to 2 and the second phase on December 4 to 5. At the same time, along with Himachal Pradesh, the result of Gujarat election can also be declared on December 8th. Now sports news. The 30th match of the T20 World Cup will be played between India and South Africa on Sunday, October 30. This match will be held in Perth. In Pakistan and Netherlands, the India team will go down to trample and strong African team. South Africa, on the other hand, had badly beaten Bangladesh in their previous match. His match against Zimbabwe was washed out due to the rain. Looking at the position of both the team in the point table, India are the top of Group 2 with 4 points from 2 matches. That's all for today. Thank you for watching the Bharat.